Carl, yesterday I had addressed the press and I had told you that I had got in touch with the health minister, requested him to hold a meeting, probably in Margao or in Panjim, which he has said that he will do it today. Actually the meeting, but he said he will come to Hospicio and meeting here. So today we held a meeting. Now as I had said that we require certain areas to be totally screened and some swab tests wherever required. One thing is decided that ESI hospital quarters will be, everybody is being taken for swab testing. This is one thing. Azad Nagar, Mariaban and neighboring areas behind the stadium, they will start from tomorrow the screening. They are starting screening tomorrow. But any patient or anybody gets temperature or cold, they will immediately send him for swab testing. After that, they will cover up Kharela in Khareban area, then Sinelata area where municipal workers are residing, and the area behind your fire brigade station, that some Band area is there, that they will cover. This is what has been decided. And I have suggested to him that people coming by train to see, if required, he will have to take it up with the state executive committee that minimum tests have to be done whoever is coming by train, because there are lots of complaints that people are coming by train from different parts of the country. They are sent for home quarantine and then they don't follow the home quarantine rules. They are not supposed to get out of the house. They are moving around, and this is the normal problem faced. Police also said that they are getting calls saying that somebody is going out buying something and all like that. So that I have suggested to him, but he has promised me that he will take it up with the state executive committee.
Mr. Home Minister, can you assure the people of Goa and Margao?
Home Minister.
Can you assure the people of Goa and Margao that all the passengers who are coming, disembarking at Margao railway station, they are COVID-free?
See, I'll whatever issues raised by Honorable Leader of Opposition, Mr. Kamath, I have yesterday also we discussed, and we said it's better to have the meeting in Margao itself, and also I wanted to come and have a separate review parallelly along with our doctors to see what are the functional issues, what are the issues that are happening on the field. I can assure you only one thing: whatever apprehensions that have been raised, whatever issues have been raised by Mr. Digambar Kamath, each and everything we have already spoken to Dr. Aira, who's been coordinating and doing a fantastic job in terms of COVID management here in the state of overall in the state of Goa and here in Margao, and overall management here of the ESI hospital. Basically, ESI and DHS and Goa Medical College has been working as a team. I will address your question, but as far as initially what we used to do and the SOPs which need to be dynamic and need to get changed from time to time, and as a result of which, if you notice, initially we thought that large number of people will come by train into the state of Goa. Even when you see, but yes, slowly the number is increasing. Even if you look at the airports and look at the railway station, whatever points raised by Mr. Kamath, that the people are getting agitated, worried about if the people coming by train, whether since we have made a new SOP, whether they need to go on home quarantine and whether they will abide by their home quarantine or they will not abide by the home quarantine. As a result of which, we will again address this issue. I will take it up with the Chief Minister. I will take it up with the Chief Minister. No, why I am saying
my question is very simple.
No, I understood your
are they
question.
COVID-free or not?
I understood your question.
So many people are roaming around.
No, I understood your question, but I want to also answer it in a very, whatever has happened is as per the new SOP, we have said that the person has to go for home quarantine, right? We have also given an option that if a person wants to test, he can be tested immediately, and then there's no question of quarantine. Secondly, as far as people coming by flight, we have also given them an option that you don't need to test, you don't need to do home quarantine if you bring a COVID negative certificate. Goa is the only state that is insisting on a COVID negative certificate. So what issue what Mr. Kamath has raised just now, I will take it up with the Honorable Chief Minister today itself, and we will try to see, because a lot of people have in their mind a fear that the people may not, and the people have in their mind that people may not stick by the quarantine rules. So I will bring it up to the Secretary Health today that these are the issues which are there, which have been raised. And in addition, is that when we say home quarantine, there are issues like, common toilet facilities and all, where it becomes very difficult for the person to utilize those facilities. I will put it up to Secretary Health today itself, from the car itself.
Why just no COVID certificate is not extended to the train passengers?
See, once a person is given a train ticket, you cannot prevent his entry into the state of Goa. At the most, what you can do is you can have stringent standard operating procedure, and the operating procedure have changed.
even if they
Now, one
carry
more thing,
COVID-
what is done, what you just said, is that the government has given powers, and which orders may have been issued or yet to be issued. I am not sure, but I was told, according to what was told to me, that it is in the process of being issued, is that every councillor, every panchayat member will be given a position of a designated officer. And it is very important. Unless there is a social responsibility, if you think that the government on its whole, everywhere, even in Kerala, which is the ideal example of where I am in constant touch with the Minister of Kerala, and Madam Shailaja, who is in constant touch with me on the new ways that whatever she is doing there. We need to be as a community united in seeing that we fight this COVID. Now, Mr. Kamath gave an example in his own building about an example how he has approached the issue. Same way we need to approach the issue holistically. In my constituency, also I have gone personally. It's not that as a health minister I have been avoiding or going away from debating from anything. Gone, explain to the people. But some places people have that fear. As a result, they go on their own and do a lockdown because they have the fear of the spread of COVID-19. Same time, whatever issues, whatever you have addressed, I will be addressing it to the SEC today and let them also deliberate on it because from time to
this is the
time.
sentiment of the people.
I got
There may be 10-member committee.
No, it's not that.
See, every person has to be tested and sent home.
No, listen to me.
Home.
Listen to me 1 minute. Goa is the only state where we are doing testing to this extent. We are only state which we are asking for COVID-19. We are the only state where we have ramped up testing to such an extent that today, confidently standing in front of you, I can tell you that our testing capacity is beyond 2,500, up to about 2,500. They are doing themselves around 1,400-1,500 between Chikalim, between Ponda, Hospicio, Azilio, between our hospital, JMC, the new machine of Abbott's, which is the latest in technology for COVID, which does about 456 tests a day in a cycle of 24 hours. That has already been commissioned. So as a result of which, we are ramping up parallelly as you speak. And wherever required, wherever required, we will keep on ensuring that our laboratory facilities go on increasing because this is just the beginning. As a result of which, we will ensure whatever apprehensions are there in the mind of the people of the state in terms of COVID, in terms of people entering the state of Goa, we will see that all precautions are taken. I will also brief the Chief Minister on all the issues raised by Mr. Kamath so that each and every issue is addressed in a proper manner so that there is no fear and anxiety in the minds of the people of the state of Goa.
So one more thing has happened, that being a tourist destination, all hotels are closed at present.
Right.
But as government has roped in many hotels for the quarantine facility, paid quarantine facility. Now the tourists are coming to Goa, they say that we don't need to.
There is no other
we don't need to book a hotel. We get government allotted accommodation. This is not going on. And tourists are becoming
a new trend.
And tourists are coming because of that now.
No, that is for
Not one day now.
no, 1 minute. That is still the person. And today, I don't think, as we speak today, Dr. Aira will also certify there is no backlog. Last time when we had a press conference, we officially mentioned that we had a backlog. Today, we have no backlog of any testing. All the samples are all tested. We are on par.
No, I'm not saying
There was a backlog of 2,500 cases.
I'm not saying a backlog.
ना
But tourists are coming आता आणि गव्हर्नमेंटाच्या हॉटेलला
ते गव्हर्नमेंटाचं
मेळटा.
ना गव्हर्नमेंटाचे हॉटेल म्हणटा म्हणजे ताका एक दीस गव्हर्नमेंट एक दीस काय चड त्याचे एक नाल्यार एक दीस 24 वरां भितर आमचे टेस्टिंग ह्या तरेचे रॉम्प अप केला की 24 वरांचे वयर ताका रावपाची गरज पडची ना आणि आयज जे मशीन जे आमी इन्स्टॉल केला गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेजान आनी आमचे कडेन जे मॉलबिओचे मशीन्स आहा हे मशीन घेवन आमी आतां आमचे कडेन ह्या तरेची टेस्टिंग फेसिलिटी जाला आयजच्या दिसा जे स्टॅटिस्टिक्स गोंयान जे लोक येता जे पळयल्यार आमकां खात्री आसा की आमी त्या लोकांक 24 वरां वयर आमी रिपोर्ट पेंडींग दवरचे ना आमकां जाय की मॅक्झिमम टेस्टिंग केल्लें जाय आमी खंय खंय जाय ते आमचे सेक्रेटरी हेल्थ आनी आमचे डॉक्टर्स आनी आमचे एपिडॉमॉलॉजिस्ट जे आहा ते डिसिजन घेता आनी त्या तरेन डिसिजनाच्या माध्यमांतल्यान कन्सल्टेशन करून आमी हे करता आनी ट्रान्सपरंटली आमकां करूंक जाय म्हणून हांव आयज जेन्ना मिस्टर कामतान सांगलें हांव मुद्दम आयलो कित्याक हांगा आयल्या सत्य परिस्थिती कित्याक ते
One more question is raised because maximum centers are in South Goa. So question is raised in the social media.
आम्ही ऑलरेडी फायल मूव केल्ले आसा की कलंगूट रेसिडेन्सी आनी इतर एक दोन कडेन थंय नॉर्थ गोवा कोवीड केअर करपाक एकूच कित्याक एक सांगता तुमकां लास्ट वी आर वन स्टेट काही मनान कोणाचें नाशिल्लें की ना एक मिनिट ना राव
फॅसिलिटीज इन नॉर्थ गोवा
ना एक सांग म्हाका तुमी सगळी कडेन भोंवता गोंयान गोवा मेडिकल
Goa has opened. They are coming on the street right now. They are opposing.
They are
See,
opposing.
why in
No, no, I-
the
They are the one that
No,
by
no,
difference
I-
is not
located in
so-
I'll let
the
that-
area in Kolwa. Just see, people are
Listen to me. Public sentiment is very important to the government. As far as we are concerned also, we will ensure, I think the file that the director has told me is already moved for few centers for COVID care in North. We will ensure that we take the people also into confidence, but somewhere we must realize all the people who have been put in these COVID care centers and in the COVID hospital are Goans. We are not getting anybody from outside and putting, most of the people are from the state of Goa, living in Goa, have been in Goa for several years. तुम्ही जे म्हणता की
आम्ही म्हणणार.
ना ना
Even the health workers, they say it is a pressure. For 2.5 months, we are stretched to the
No, no, I-
The police are saying,
I- I-
police are
I-
saying, the Kadamba drivers are saying, the revenue officials are saying,
एक मिनिट.
आमचेरच किती हाडला काय म्हणतात
I-
सावताक सगळे.
म्हाका एक सांग सावताक हाडला म्हणून सावताकूच म्हणून हाडूंक ना ESI हॉस्पिटल आमचे कडेन अवेलेबल आशिल्ली एंड ESI हॉस्पिटलाचे कडेन त्या तरेचे आमी वी कूड रॅम्प इट अप वी हॅव रॅम्प इट अप एंड वी आर लकी वी हॅड दॅट हॉस्पिटल सेम टायम गोवा मेडिकल कॉलेज एक कडेन आसा आमकां टर्शरी केअर सेंटर गोंयान सरकारी म्हटल्यार एकूच आमचे कडेन आहा तेजेर बी लक्ष दवरपाची गरज आहा आजिलो हॉस्पिटल बी आहा तशें जर गरज पडल्यार आमी दुसरे कडेन बी आमी फेसिलिटीज रॅम्प अप करूं शकता तुमी चिंता करपाची गरज ना पण म्हाका दिसना की सरकार खंयचेय डिसिजन घेतले लोकांक कॉन्फिडन्सान घेतल्या शिवाय आनी मिस्टर कामत म्हणून आमी ठरयलें की संडे असले तरी बी आयज आमी मिटींग घेवन आनी कितें आसा कितेंय विशय जर असलो वी वील फेस इट एंड वी वील एज अ टीम आय ऑलवेज से if whether it is Mr. Digambar Kamath, whether it is myself, whether it is my Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant, we as team Goa need to be united in fighting COVID-19 and we will see that the interest of the citizens is protected. Sentiments cannot be road run. Sentiments have to be taken of the people and lokanchi je kide mana it is through either through Mr. Digambar Kamath, through my Chief Minister or through any other leader that is brought to our notice. We will see that we address it and see that we accordingly draw up our plan to deal with the situation.
But at the rate at which the cases are multiplying,
It multiplied, as you know, it multiplied because of one particular containment zone, which is now we are seeing that there's slowly it is reducing the number of cases that are coming out from there. So as a result, now what we are doing is, as we speak, Mr. Kamath has suggested in Margao and surrounding areas. Same way the other day when Chimbel came, I myself moved a note, is that along with the Chief Minister parallelly is saying that more number of tests has to be done because there's a request from the, it's not a request already from the local MLA and Mr. Babush Mansarat, but what same time Mr. Tony also put a request that we want more testing. So what we are doing, if a case happens in a particular area, there's a new strategy which we are trying to do. Is around that area, then we can create a cluster and do all the testing around that cluster. Rather the whole ward, if you unnecessarily do it.
so you're
Like
doing focused
काल एक
testing.
घोड्यावळ म्हणून एक आमचे कडेन विशय थंय 15 केसी आयल्यो एकटो भुरगो पयर सिक्युरिटी गार्ड तो गाडयेन 22 लोक वयताले 70च्यान 50 तेजे मिसिसीन म्हाका फोन केलो साहेब ताका पयलीं चॅक करून घे सगळ्या लोकांक चॅक करपाक आमी इंस्ट्रक्शन दिले But when you are declaring cluster containment, we have to be very careful what we do. We have to ensure that we think properly and then address it because then other things come into play.
But at the rate at which it is multiplying, do you think that you are going
We
to
are,
get
we
outnumbered
are,
by that?
however, we have good doctors like Dr. Aira is there, our Dean is there, Director Health Services is there, our Secretary Health is there, and all of us have been working day and night. This spike generally happens, it's happening in many states. When as per MHA guidelines, when transportation of goods and other things starts coming into the state of Goa, one has to expect that cases will crop up. We need essential goods also. We need industry also. We need people to carry on business because people are losing jobs in a very big way. So that should not happen. As a result of which, we in our mind, I think we can easily ramp up our bed capacity and facilities. So parallelly, as whatever is happening, we are slowly increasing. Contractually, we are taking more people in microbiology, whatever under National Health Mission, whatever needs to be done, we are taking it so that we can move forward and we are ready for any kind of spike. Everybody says there may be a spike in June, July, but that is saying what is actually happening on the ground. We are ready based on the experience of what we have and our doctors, what they discuss with the secretary and the state SEC which is there. We will accordingly decide what needs to be done after briefing the chief minister.
At present, are you only testing the symptomatic patients or even the asymptomatic
पहिले
patients?
कितें तरी स्ट्रॅटेजी आसूंक जाय फाल्यां तूं जर सगळे कडेन जर टेस्टिंग बेश्टेच हें करूंक गेल्यार आमकां तें कळटा मनशाचें कित्याक आतांच आमी आतांच मिस्टर कामताचे हुजीर डिस्कस केलें की मनीस जर तूं असिम्टोमॅटीक आसलो आणि तो जर नेगेटिव्ह आयलो तो काही दिसांनी पॉझिटिव्ह बी येऊ शकता अँड इट्स अगेन आय एम सेंग इट विल बी अ फॉल्स सेन्स ऑफ सॅटिस्फॅक्शन माझ्या बी मनान कितलेय गोष्टी येता की एंटीबॉडी टेस्टिंग जावंक जाय एंटीबॉडी टेस्टिंगाचो वापर आमी करपाक गरज आसा ती फायल बी प्रोसेस केले आसा पण ताका प्रोटोकॉल आहा ते प्रोटोकॉल फॉलो केले शिवाय ते प्रोटोकॉल आमी कशें आमी कितें फुडें व्हरतले ते केले शिवाय इट्स नॉट एडवायजेबल सो त्याच बरोबर आतांच जे कितें सांगलां की आमी स्क्रिनींग करून पयलीं आमी आयडेंटिफाय करतले खंय सिम्टोमॅटीक पेशंट आहा तेंचे टेस्टिंग केल्यार मागीर वी कॅन रॅम्प अप वी इवन फायंड अ स्लायट क्लू ऑफ वॉट इज हॅपनिंग अँड दिस इज द वे अप्रोच वी हॅव टू हॅव अ व्हेरी प्लॅन्ड अप्रोच इफ वी डू नॉट हॅव अ प्लॅन्ड अप्रोच वील बर्न आउट ऑल आर रिसोर्सेस बिफोर इवन द स्पाइक देन वॉट डू वी डू देन Like you said about the health workers, we are putting on rotation, like our doctors and all. They don't have to work beyond 48 hours a week. So they have enough. We have given them hotels, everything to stay. And we are going on rotation, so there's no issue.
दवरले एक केस जालो की नेगेटिव्ह पेशंटाक एडमीट केल्लो हॉस्पिटलान आनी 2 दिसान ताका हाडून पावले घरा कडेन तेजेर तुमी कितें इन्क्वायरी बीन मागल्या
Doctor, there's one patient from Dawarli.
तो नेगेटिव्ह आशिल्लो ताका व्हरून एडमीट केलो आनी 2 दिसान हाडून ताका पावयलो घरा कडेन
She is declared cured.
पण ताका कितें
She was
व्हेल्लो
positive. She did not receive a positive report. We have that report.
बट ताका 2 दिसान कसो नेगेटिव्ह मेळ्ळो
She has received a gel report online of negative report. Got it?
हय
Her positive report was with us.
हय बट ताका 2 दिसान ते क्युअर जालें मागीर
When she was negative, she was positive on day 1. She was lifted on day 2 or day 3.
ना 5 दिसान 9 तारखेक ताका व्हेल्लो 5 तारखेक टेस्ट केल्लो
I
ताचो
know the case. She is negative. She was positive first as per our records. Okay.